Have you been thinking about buying new construction in Southwest Florida? Well, there are at least 4 things that you need to know before you take that plunge. Stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. All right, so the first thing that you need to know about what is happening in new construction in Southwest Florida is bidding wars. Yes, bidding wars. Now, I know that you're not accustomed to hearing about bidding wars when it comes on to new construction, but that is exactly what is happening right now in new construction. So, if you are thinking of buying new construction, be prepared to be engaged in a bidding war, because what has been happening is that the builders have been putting homes on the market and they are accepting offers on these new homes that they're putting on the market. And what they do is they put the homes on the market for a little period of time, they take offers, and at the end of the day, they are going to take the highest and best offer. So if you are looking to buy new construction, homes that are already built by the builder and now available on the market, you are going to have to think about bidding wars. Yes, I said it, bidding wars. All right, the second thing that you need to know when you are thinking about buying new construction in Southwest Florida in today's market is expect material shortages. Now, lumber and all the different materials that are being used to construct these new homes, they are in short supply. Now, the implications of this are, one, because of the shortages, you are going to have higher prices for these materials. And what that means for you, the consumer, is that it's going to cost you more to build these new construction homes. The second thing is you can reasonably expect delays in your building project if you are building a home from scratch and you have to depend on the builder to get your materials, to source your materials. Because of the shortages, you can expect delays. So plan for these delays. It is something that is very regular in today's market, and it's something that you should expect. The third thing that you need to be aware of is permitting issues. Now, permitting, you know that this is an essential part of new construction. You have to obtain permits. However, the permitting process is very lengthy. It's very lengthy because of the large amount of applications that are submitted. You can expect that the permitting process is going to take longer. It's just going to take longer because of the sheer volume of permits that are applied for. It is going to take you a longer time than normal. Now, you should know we are not in a normal market. It is a hyper seller's market, a very hot seller's market. And because of the inventory shortages and a lot of people are now turning to new construction, there are a lot of permits being applied for. And because of this, that is causing delays in the approval of these permits. And so this also can slow down your building project. So just be aware of that. And the fourth and final thing that you need to know about new construction in today's hot seller's market is the cost. Now, the cost all depends on the type of construction, the type of new construction that you are going to purchase. For example, if you're buying inventory homes that are already built by the builder and it's in a community, you can expect to not only pay for that home itself, but in the future, you can think about HOA fees, You have to think about CDD fees, which are Community Development District costs that you have to pay along with your normal property tax at the end of the year. These are costs that you have to think about. Secondly, so that's for inventory homes. And any home that is built in a community setting, you're going to have to think about HOA fees and CDD fees. Okay. Now, for homes that you are building from scratch, where you choose the upgrades that you want in this new home, you're going to have to pay extra for these upgrades, of course. So just be aware of that. And when you're building new construction, there can be certain one-time fees that you have to pay at closing. These are upfront costs that are charged for various things. These are additional costs that you have to think about in addition to your regular closing costs, right? So there might be fees, for example, food and beverage fees that you have to pay upfront for the year. You have to think about a capital contribution fee that is normally collected at closing. It's a part of the upfront costs that you'll have to think about. So those are the 4 things that you need to think about if you're thinking of buying new construction in today's hot seller's market. Now, buying new construction is not an easy process, and you don't want to buy new construction without being represented by a knowledgeable realtor. Now, if you're thinking of buying new construction anywhere in Southwest Florida, give me a call. I'll be there to guide you through the entire process, helping you to understand the process and guiding you into making good decisions, good financial decisions, because this is likely to be the biggest financial investment that you'll ever make. I'm Keesha Metcalfe with MVP Realty, and I wish you guys a great weekend. See you again next week. Bye bye.